Hi Capricorn, this is Naveen Ferguson. You've reached the channel. Welcome. I just want to say that I have been a little bit under the weather. So if my voice sounds strange or if I cough or something like that, please forgive me. I'm still recovering. Okay, so we're going to be doing a reading for February the 18th to the 25th of February 2023. And we will be covering what's on your mind and what is the advice from the universe as it relates to what's on your mind during that time. Also, we will be doing an extended to this where we will do a deeper dive into what's on your mind and a deeper dive into the advice from the universe as it pertains. And you can find the extended for that at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. Capricorn, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and I do so appreciate your comments. I know it comes from various signs, and I think you're one of them, whether it's directly on there or indirectly for some of you, as in I know some of you whereby you actually contact me personally on my other pages or something like that. But in any case, I really do appreciate the comments to understand what's going on and that my readings are helping you in a positive way. Okay, so let's jump into it. Over here will be what's on your mind, Capricorn, and over here will be the advice from Spirit. Okay, oh wow. Capricorn, so what's on your mind is clear as day. You're the Five of Wands and the King of Cups. You know, right off the bat, this jumps out to me with one of my friends who is a Capricorn, and I think they mentioned something about something similar to this understanding. So they could probably also relate to it. At this moment, between the 18th and the 25th, at least, you are struggling with your head over your heart in a certain way. Some of you are feeling like you're being taken advantage of, per se, with the boundless love that you give to a situation, whereby it would seem whoever or what group, it could be an individual, it could be a corporation, it could be family members, whatever the case may be, is taking advantage of your love, taking advantage of your efforts, and it's causing a certain how would I say, conflicting stance inside you. Okay, you're being annoyed by it, disgruntled by it. It's just not a good feeling when certain people when you feel like your love is being taken advantage of, your efforts are being taken advantage of. It's not like you're necessarily, I don't feel like there's a need for a reciprocative understanding. More so, an acknowledgement is desired in a certain respect. Yeah, in a certain respect of your love, like even a simple thank you and an acknowledgement in a certain way. And in this sense, you're not necessarily looking or desiring someone to dote upon you, dote as in, compliment the same levels or even more of the love you've so freely given. But you at least want some type of acknowledgement, some type of thank you, some type of understanding that of your quality, of your worth, of your efforts. And it's feeling that you're just not, getting that at all. And initially I'm sensing you didn't even do it. You didn't even do it for that reason. You're not doing it for a thank you or whatever. However, you're seeing in the actions of the other individual or individuals involved that they are clearly, in some way, some form, they're acting in a way where it clearly kind of dismisses all the effort that you've done, almost like, in some of your cases, almost like what you've done, it doesn't really matter in a certain respect. For some of you, it's so extreme in that, where there's no acknowledgement of you even being there and helping them through whatever situation they were in. Almost like some of them may come across in a certain way, and I think this might be family related, whereby they may think you're obligated to do whatever it is you did, when you really were not obligated to do what you did. You weren't obligated to help, but yet you did anyway. And for the majority of you, in certain respects, if it's not family, it's just certain people. Really, now they're kind of pushing the envelope. They're taking advantage. They're not being fair about the situation, and that's what's on your mind. Your on your mind is how are you going to, what should you do next in this situation is what you're asking, or how should you, for some of you, how should you come confront this understanding? And some of you, it's like you're sensing. I'm sensing for another part of you, Capricorn. It's like, you know what? I've done my piece, and you're going to be leaving the situation, whether they appreciate your efforts at the time or not. You've done what you think you should do, or even more, and it's like you're moving on. So that's clearly two major sides that could go in whatever way. That's what's on your mind, Capricorn. Let's see the clarification for the of Wands and the King of Cups, Capricorn. Yeah, look at that, the Strength card. So that makes perfect sense, because all this time you, Capricorn, has been keeping your composure. You've been taking flack, as it were. You know what I mean? You've been taking the begrudged nature of some of these individuals who are involved. You've been taking the mistreatment in the situation, just because you've been operating on a higher level to assist the situation, and you realize if you weren't there, the whole thing would go awry, or even worse off than it is. And some of you, the situation it may have directly impacted your life, but for many others, it wouldn't have impacted your life in the slightest. You could have ignored the situation and moved on and left them to their own devices, but you decided to pull the strength to stick around and help out the situation. And right now you're finding the strength and what direction to go, how you should move about that. The strength in order to confront a situation. And that does take strength in certain respects, because sometimes the situation is volatile, whether it's an individual or a group of people, whatever, whereby they can be extra sensitive, or the situation could be tenuous in certain respects. And you have to have the strength to stand up and say, hey, I know that you're not feeling well, but it does not give you the right to be treating me like this after all I've done in this way. Okay? For that, some of you, that's like a thought process of some of you. And some of you, it takes strength to say, you know what? I feel like I have fairly given all that I needed to give and more to the situation. So I'm now going to leave, and y'all can handle the rest of that. And you may get conflicting, adverse, dynamics against you for that decision, but it takes strength to leave a situation and to acknowledge that you've done all that you can do, and you should not be expected to give or do anymore. It's not fair to you, Capricorn. So that's the type of strength that you are considering at this time. And in some of you, you're also considering possible alternatives in certain respects, or a combination of some of the things already been said. That's your thought process right now. That's what's on your mind. Let's continue on and see what else is on your mind, Capricorn. Yeah, the Magician. Because right now, it's like you're also noticing you have better things to do. Right now, you have neglected very important things in your life. The Magician. Okay, you have projects that you put on hold for this individual or individuals, family, corporation, friends, whatever the case may be, and you can't slow down your life anymore to deal with the haphazard nature of other people or the other situation, especially if they've been very irresponsible with certain dynamics in themselves. You realize that, okay, now, oh my gosh, I'm feeling so much energy, so much complex emotions from the Magician. It's a lot, because there's a pent-up amount of force and energy that was built in you right now, and you were keeping it like underwater. You were keeping it subdued. You were controlling it. It's an entire explosion of creativity, an explosion of energy that you were putting aside and holding it at bay, while you dealt with whoever the situation or whatever the situation was, and it's welling up. It's really pressing the mark. You're tired of waiting now, and you need to move forward with your own life. You've done your piece. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of emotion in this card right now. But Capricorn, I would also, I mean, the advice will come to you, but I personally would advise you that don't try not to explode. Okay. I can see the serious nature on you. It's like, you know what? I'm done. I have better things to do. I've done all I could. You know, you've been taking advantage of me, and in some situations, they've been using your gifts and your talents, your tools that you had for your own personal use, for your own personal progression. Some people have also been taking advantage of that. But now you are deciding how you can move on to further your life and to further your goals. You have waited long enough. You put in more than what was needed, and it's not fair to you. And now you're deciding how you're going to move forward, and now further progressing your aspirations and your goals. But my personal advice to you, I would say, is don't just jump into the next phase of things so fervently. Take a moment somewhere. Take a moment to decompress, because it's so much. Capricorn, I was shocked. My hand, you see this hand right here? I was shocked and propelled. I had to force my hand to get closer to the card. You need to, my advice, this is me, because I cooperate with spirit, and we come to an understanding of what really needs to be revealed. And in my opinion, you really need just to take a couple of days, maybe decompress, do something fun, relaxing, okay? Because you're just coming out of something tenuous, okay? If that's the decision that you're making, however you're coming out of it, but it is a bit rival. It's just got you all flustered, okay, in certain respects. A lot of you, I'm sensing, it is not shown in your face, but it's internally, there is a storm, okay? And that storm needs to be dampened, okay? It'll affect your personal progress, which you're aiming for, if you do not temper that, okay? Is what I'm sensing. So please take a couple days. Just try to find something relaxing. Let's continue on and see what the clarification of the Magician is. Yeah, look at that. Literally what I said. The King of Swords. You are ready. You have a whole plan of action inside you that was waiting. You have a whole system ready and waiting to move forward. Okay? You know exactly what you want to do. You have that dream, you have your goal, you have everything in place that you held down. Okay? You held back. Okay? You hold off from. Okay? And you're ready to move forward in it. But I'm telling you, please try to take a moment. Spirit is saying take a card from top of the deck. Look at that. The 8 of Wands. There is a lot of thought process that's going through you right now, what I'm sensing with this. This is from what you may be leaving and all of the words and everything that's associated with it. And a lot of this is also you wanting to do a lot of action, a lot of movement, okay? It's a lot of chaotic, just go. You don't want that, okay? What you want to do is be a little bit like the lambs down here for right now, okay? As you're leaving the situation or transitioning, just graze a bit. Just leisurely graze a bit. Allow the flack and the chaos to fly by. Allow those tensions to just go by swiftly. Ignore some of the words and the actions against you as you graze, and collect your thoughts, collect your peace. Okay, you see these what do you call it? These sheep down here, they're not bothered by all that rocketeering up front there, okay? Just graze, just relax, find your peace. Okay, Capricorn? Okay, so the advice from Spirit related to this understanding over here for you, Capricorn. Yeah, look at that. Literally what I'm saying. The advice, as you decide to move out of this, the 4 of Wands, find your peace. You see how peaceful they are? So this is saying, this is with a significant other. You have spent time with certain family members that really bring you joy, or certain friends that really bring you joy, or even your alone time, even in your own dwelling, okay? Just by yourself, okay? Spend time in nature, spend time just frolicking, just, with the bunny rabbits or whatever have you, the dragonflies, the flowers, just spend time in a peaceful place, a tranquil place, okay? If you want this peace of mind to come to you, you have to also actively seek it. The wands is about a certain level of action, okay? You're just coming from a chaotic understanding, okay? You need to find your peace. That is the advice of spirit that's coming towards you regarding your transition out of this chaos, out of this lack of acknowledged gratitude, as it were, out of this place where you were basically taken advantage of. And what I'm sensing in certain respects, it's not like there's any love lost for the majority of you. There's love in the whole dynamic, okay? There's respect also for some of you, like co-workers and stuff like that. There's a respect in the whole dynamic. It's just that other people are in a different mindset right now, and they're allowing certain base selves to overshadow reason in a certain way, okay? They don't necessarily mean anything. I don't sense any malicious intent, is what I'm trying to say. It's just their attitude in a certain respect right now. Perhaps later on down the line, you can, heal certain things. But as for right now, you have to take certain actions for yourself. And that's what you're considering, for your peace of mind, for your joy, and for you to move on. So let's see the clarification for the Four of Wands. Yeah, look at that. This is literally like day and night almost. If you do not find this peace, all you will have is this continued conflict that's inside you, okay? So Spirit is saying you need to find this peace before you move on to anything else, okay? If you do not find this, you will just have a lot of conflicting natures inside your work moving forward. Again, you have to decompress, okay? You have to decompress. Spirit is saying take a card. Look at that. The Four of Cups. Spirit is saying you have to decompress, okay? Find a peaceful place, okay? And Spirit is saying for this particular decompression, these cups were what you filled and helped others with. They were not fulfilling, okay? This over here, in certain respects, took away from you more than it even gave. So you need to find a place to decompress, because Spirit wants to fill you up with the Ace of Cups. It wants to fill you up with the proper levels and the balance of your aspirations, your heart chakra, as it were, to move forward, to give you a clearer insight into your true, authentic direction. And Spirit is going to help you with that. It's going to bring a certain level of sustenance. You may not know what it is right now, but it's going to come. But in order for it to come, you have to make that space. You have to allow it. You have to get into a peaceful place so things will not be hampered by a lot of chaotic energies. Okay? So that's the advice. Again, not only did I feel it over here, Spirit definitely said the same thing. So it's like double confirmation right there. Okay. So Capricorn, let's continue on. Yeah, look at that. So the Moon, the advice right now with all this is honestly, you are finding your peace. That's where you need to go, okay? And then you'll be able to move on with what you need to move on with, whatever the case may be for you. When you get this peace, when you allow this peace to come in, your intuition related to your next steps is going to get stronger. You see this clock mechanism and everything, it's going to start to I sense for some of you, you will see it in nature and you will see it in dreams, and it will just click to you. That's because you've allowed a certain level of peace to come to you. I see these howling wolves and the crustacean there and everything. And honestly, what I'm sensing is that even though they are howling, I sense silence. There is no sound coming out of their mouth. When you go and take a couple of days or whatever to decompress, what you came from will start getting dampened, lower and lower and lower. That chaotic energy will start dissipating out of your fields of energy, okay? And your intuition will further come back, and you'll start to see certain levels of light, okay? This is honestly, it seems like the major advice that's coming out here is to find your peace so that you can develop this clocking mechanism, the next stages of what you've intended to develop. The moon is clarified by, yeah, the Two of Cups. So that is a significant understanding. You're transitioning from a chaotic mind because of the situation that you were in into a more peaceful mind. Your cup needs to be transmuted, this energy, okay? You just come from one side of yourself to the next side of yourself, okay? And that's going to take a little bit of time. I'm surprised we don't even see the Temperance card. It may come up because it seems like your major advice, at least for what is literally on your mind with the whole situation over here between the 18th and the 25th, and your advice that's needed is to take a break, is to rest and relax from this chaos before you move on. Okay, so that's what the Two of Cups is clarifying with the moon. It is you coming back, or not coming back, but now transmuting yourself, those energies, into your intuition and becoming into a place of balance so you can actually proceed with what you need to do. So let's see the angel message for this energy right here, Capricorn. Yeah, look at that. You're tired of this effort and this work that that you've been putting through and everything. The Nine of Wands, and you've done all that you can. Okay, you've done all that you can. You see how he's a bit struggling. It's like, you know what? I'm done with this work. This is like you've literally done like everything, and there's only like one left, and that'll be the Ten of Wands, and now you have to concentrate on that Ten of Wands to get that Ten of Wands for you. Okay, you're basically done with whatever this is. That's what the Nine of Wands is acknowledging with this energy. Okay, and now you're going towards your peace. Like I said, clarification for the Nine of Wands. Yeah, look at that, the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands is literally holding that Ace of Wands. Like I said, you are going towards that last one, which would be the Ten of Wands, and you want to go into the level of the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is concentrated now on herself right now. She's concentrated on her actions, her goals, her dreams, how she wants to look, how she wants to schedule her life, how she wants to schedule her day. And she's not thinking about, well, what if this and what if that? She's not thinking about other people's agenda and how she's going to make her days moving forward. She has a clear action, and she's not letting anyone get in her way, Capricorn. She's not letting anyone twist and turn her values or whatever have you. And she's not going to take guff from anyone and like take advantage of her. No, she's not about that. Okay, she's going to live her own life unapologetically. Okay. So that's what's happening here. That's the energy that you're getting back in. You're getting back into a place whereby now all eyes on you. Okay, all lights on you. This is now your world, and you're moving forward into further developing your life. You've played your part. You've played your part, and whatever this is, and now you need to move forward with where you need to be, where you need to go. You have things to do. Okay. So Capricorn, we're going to take this over into the extended, where you could find it at patreon.com/Naveen Ferguson. The link is in the description box below. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and I look forward to any comments that you may leave. I really do hope that this has been a beneficial insight for you, and I hope to see you at the extended, and I wish you all the best. Bye.